It was almost 2:45 a.m. when I saw her for the first time. I was coming home late, tired, barely awake, and I stepped toward the elevator like I always did. When the doors opened, a woman was already inside. She stood completely still, her skin pale, her long black hair covering half of her face. She didn't blink. I quietly asked, "Going down?" She didn't respond, only nodded once. I stepped inside. The elevator began moving, but instead of going to the lobby, it stopped on the 11th floor. I hadn't pressed that button. The doors opened to a dark, empty hallway. The woman slowly turned her head toward me without moving her shoulders, her neck turning far more than it should. I froze. She whispered, "Not your floor!" The doors closed again. The next morning, I asked the security guard if he knew who she was. He stared at me for a long moment, then spoke quietly. "Do not use the elevator after 2:30 a.m. If you see her, do not talk to her. Do not look at her face. Whatever happens, don't follow her." I wanted to ask more, but he refused to speak. That night, there was a power outage. The stairwell was completely dark. I had no choice but to use the elevator. When the doors opened, she was there again, standing in the same position. My heartbeat was loud in my ears. The elevator began moving, then stopped at floor 11 again. The hallway this time had wet footprints leading away, like someone had walked barefoot while dripping water. The woman turned her head slowly toward me. Her mouth stretched open far wider than humanly possible. And then, in a distorted whisper, she said, "You looked." The lights went out. I heard breathing, dragging, wet footsteps inside the elevator with me. The next morning, the elevator arrived at the lobby. When the doors opened, she was standing alone, staring directly into the security camera, smiling. So if the elevator ever stops at floor 11 and you see her, don't look. Don't speak. Just close your eyes.